Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch. I'm the host, Christopher Charlton. This is the second day of the 2-day race card. This is Sunday, the 15th of June 2025, Father's Day, and also my birthday. So I hope we have some luck on this very difficult looking program. Like, I'm really finding this program really sticky, I'm coming up with multiple choices in this program, but we're going to try our best to see if we can find a few winners. Okay, the first race, 3 years and up, optional claiming, 700,000 to 600,000, and 6 years and up, numbers of 4. A field of 10, they go 5.5 furlongs. Born this race down to 5 horses. They're going to be number 4, Bugatti, number 6, Curling Flight, number 7, Adenosine, number 8, Big Argument, and the 10, Big Jewel. Okay, Bugatti. Tyrese Anderson claiming 4 kilos here for Donovan Plummer. Last time out, 5 furlongs straight. Prominent early before fading to finish 9th by 16 lengths to Emperors of the Cat at 700,000. Last win was back in November for 750,000, which would be a million claimer now. 5 straight, winning their half a length over Generational and Brampton Alex. A reproduction of that run in this event would definitely see Bugatti fighting out this race. So we got to keep Bugatti here with a shot, especially claiming this 4 kilos off his 120 pounds. Next up is going to be the 6, Curlin's Flight. Anthony Fraser claiming 4 kilos here for Marlon Pusey. Anthony Fraser hunting his first winner here, but this is a long shot I like in the event. Last time out was 10th by 33 lengths to Tigray Express in 700,000. I went through that race out. I don't think he was putting it all together. Tigray Express was way out of class. So I'm going to throw that out. But before that, at 550,000, the 24th of December, which would be 700,000, was third by a length and a half to Veliki Vicky. So you can see that he came off a long race before that last race. And if focused here for this and reduction in distance, I think the sprinting going to suit Curling Flight a little more. I've given him an outsider shot in this event. The 7, Adenosine. Rotajmere Weir claiming 4 kilos here for Enos Brown. So coming in here with the top weight, but taking off that 4 kilo. Last time out was 11 by 23 lengths after being prominent all the way to the furlong pole over the 5 furlong straight to Emperors of the Cat. I went through the other 2 races out too. It was 8 by 34 lengths to Bulletproof Coffee. That was he was way out of his league there, and he was 11 by 13 lengths to Eagle One. His last good race was at 5-year-old numbers of 4 back in December, 5 furlong straight, when leading and then caught by out of class Mudshaft in 58 and 4. Represents possibly the speed horse of the event, and one thing for certain, Adenosine is going to be flashing speed and possibly might be the horse they're going to have to catch. Number 8, Big Argument. Anthony Allen claiming 3 kilos here from Michael Marlowe. Last time out was 4th by 18 lengths in that race with Tigray Express, going 7 furlongs. Steps up in class here after that run to compete, but this horse was mainly running in overnight allowance and only 2 starts in claiming races. The first start in a claiming race was the 5th of March when finishing 5th by 14 lengths to Let Him Fly. So now, claiming this 3 kilo with Anthony Allen, busy at the exercise track, beating always right at exercise, 6 furlongs in 118, might be getting his act together, possibly going to be one of the pace horses chasing the speed. Don't rule out the chances of this Big Argument. And the horse that I like in the event, the 10, Big Jewel. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Ryan Darby. Last time out at this level, 6 furlongs, was coming from off the pace to be beaten a length and a quarter into second by Kataba, who was a lone speeder that event. Before that was 4th by 12 lengths after being early and then fading to Tigray Express. So if the right Big Jewel turns up, and I think he's sound enough right now, I think 5.5, this cutting distance possibly is going to suit him with the pace in front of him. I'm kind of liking the chances here of Big Jewel, and I think I'm going to use him as my top choice. The second race, native bred 5-year-olds and up, numbers of 2, and imported 5-year-olds and up maiden. Field of 7, they go 7 furlongs. One is down to 4. They're going to be the 1, the Real Identity, the 2, Tequila Flight, the 6, Money Box, and the 7, Double the Cash. Okay, the Real Identity, Everett Clune is claiming 4 kilos here for Fitznah Williams. 3 starts to date. Last time out, 3rd by a length, going 6.5 furlongs when stepping up to numbers of 2, beaten by Medal Award and Money Box. So definitely of use at this level and possibly Might be the horse they're going to have to beat. The 2 Tequila Flight, a long shot alike in the race. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Orlando Chin, so coming in fairly light through those last 2 races out. Didn't think he was putting in much effort in those last 2 starts, but if you check back on the 19th of April for 500,000, 7.5 furlongs, came from way out of the clouds to finish third by 2 lengths to Fault Line and Heroin. If he reproduces that run here with the visors now on, we're going to get a very good run from this Tequila Flight. The 6, the disappointing Money Box. Radish Roman here for Arnold Rambali. Should have left this class a long time ago. Last time out, second by half a length to Medal Award. Had the Real Identity half a length behind in that event. Made a big move, picked up the lead and looked like the winner before folding up in the stretch. And with the presence of Radish Roman here in the saddle and busy at the exercise, should fight this race out, this Money Box. And the 7, Double the Cash, Ricardo Carr, claiming 4 kilos here for Donovan Plummer. Came from far off it last time to finish 5th by 4.5 lengths to Timekeeper, 4 furlongs straight. Last time at this distance was back in April, finishing 5th by 14 lengths to Blitz Strike and Medal Award. Tends to come from way off the pace, and if focused, he looks to be sound, expecting Double the Cash to put in another good run. But as I said, this is one of those horses I think will win. I think it's a fight between the Real Identity and Money Box. But I like if those horses' pace come back in the stretch, Tequila Flight or Double Clash could be closing fast. But as I said, one of them I think should win it. The third race, native bred 5-year-olds and up, numbers of 3, and imported 5-year-olds and up, numbers of 2. A field of 7, they go 7.5 furlongs. Also boiling this down to 4. They're going to be the 1, I Am Interested, the 4, Papa Gray, the 6, Captain Philip, and the 7, Medal Award. Okay, I Am Interested. Shane Ellis here for Joseph Thomas. Last time out was 4th by 5.5 lengths to Kismet recently. Trying to close up off the pace. Stretching out to 7.5. Last time at 7.5 was back in July of 2023 when finishing second by 8 3/4 lengths to Stride Smart. So does have his problems. I'm interested, but seems to be getting his act together, and with the presence of Shane Ellis, and they've now added the visors. Let's see if that improves the chances of I Am Interested. The 4, Papa Gray, Aaron Satchery riding here for Barrington Dawes. Last time out on the 8th of June, 6 furlongs. Close to the pace, finished third by 5 lengths to Kismet. That was recently. Before that, at 7 furlongs, was trying to make all the running before caught and beaten by 3/4 lengths into second by Sir Wangdon in a very fast run early part of the race. So he was going very fast. So back here, does have some pace. And I think Papa Gray is in here with a good a chance as any. The 6, Captain Philip, Eric Horton claiming 4 kilos here, also for Barrington Dawes. Came from out of the clouds last time to finish 4th by a length and 3/4 in that same race with Sir Wangdan, where Papa Gray was second. Before that, I'm going to throw that race out the 19th of April and finish the 6 by 14 lengths to Shwami the Butcher. Just wasn't putting it in that race. Before that, the 29th of March at 7 furlongs, came from off the pace, hit the front at the furlong pole, and was outfought by Sweet Victory. So this Captain Philip, busy at the exercise, getting 4 kilos off of that 119. Looking fit right now and sound. And this is the horse I like in the race. I like Captain Philip to close off the pace and catch them. And the 7, Medal Award. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Lon Curlew. This horse has gone from strength to strength. This horse was stuck in 5-year-old maiden for a long time. On the 23rd of March, going 6 furlongs. Came good. Win by a length and a half over Empress in the Breeze. Stepped up to numbers of 2, the 26th of April at 7 furlongs. Came from way off the pace to finish second by 4 3/4 lengths to Blitz Strike. Then, numbers of 2, 6.5 furlongs. Also came from off the pace to win numbers of 2, beating Money Box and the Real Identity. So, looking to get his act together, this Medal Award has won 2 of his last 3 starts. And even though stepping up in class is a danger to all. The 4th race, native bred 4-year-olds and up, numbers of 2, and imported 4-year-olds and up maiden. A field of 11. They go 5 furlongs. This one is a tricky one. I'm going to boil this down to 5. They're going to be the 1, Speed on Wheels, the 4, Fort Haldane, the 8, Global Machine, the 10, Military Light, and the 11, Linstead Market. Okay, speed on wheels. Shane Ellis riding here for Matthew Williams. Only 4 starts to date. Definitely has her problems. This well-bred daughter of Spieth out of Wheels of Law. Wheels of Law is the half sister to She's on Wheels, so good pedigree there. Last time out, the 4th of May, 5 furlong straight, was prominent up to the furlong pole before fading to finish 8th by 14 lengths when the even money favourite. That race won by Princess Catalea. Before that was 5th by 11 lengths to Hail the Queen. Is very pace, has a lot of pace, and the presence of Shane Ellis tells me that this speed on wheels, venturing around the bend now, possibly is going to put in a very good run. But just be careful because even though at the exercise, she does seem to have her issues. The 4, Fort Haldane, Radish Roman here for Greg Fennell. Nothing in the last 4 starts. Last time out 5 straight was beaten 11 by 18 lengths to Design Diva. That race I'm willing to toss out because that was a very sus race to me. Before that, though, was beaten 31 lengths into 6th after being very prominent against Midnight Galaxy, going 6.5 furlongs. Stopped abruptly in his last 3 starts. So I'm wondering what is going on here with this Fort Haldane, if it's breathing issues, but they have not changed the equipment. Is it bleeding? I don't know. But the last win was 5 round at this distance back in January. Very slow race, but was a strong winner. Maybe they're just going through the motions with this Fort Haldane, and just the present that Radish Roman takes back the ride on this well-bred Fort Haldane, who does possess some speed. I'm very curious, and I'm not going to take the chance and leave him off, because I think he's going to come in here at a good price. And seeing the champion jockey on a horse at a good price, I'm going to take my chance and squeeze him in whatever exotics I'm using. The 8 is Global Machine. Richie Shakes claiming 3 kilos here for Carlton Cunningham. Nothing in his last 2 starts either. Led last time out before fading at the furlong pole to finish 7 by 20 lengths to Chief Dissident. Before that was prominent all the way to the top of the lane before fading to finish 6 by 10 lengths to Social Mischief. Last good run was the 12th of April at 6 furlongs when finishing 3rd by 3.5 lengths to Galloping Develos and Princess Catalea. A reproduction of that run in this race will definitely see Global Machine in the thick of things throughout. The horse I like in the event now is the 10, Military Light. Ryan Lewis riding here for Gary Griffiths. Last 2 times out, they had apprentice to claim 4 kilos. They've opted now to go for former champion jockey Ryan Lewis in the saddle. So they mean business. And I think it suits him, although it's 5 furlong run. I think Military Light is a run-on sprinter. I think this is going to suit him. This is going to be a race that has a lot of pace in it. And if he's settled just off right, which he has the right jockey to settle him just off the pace, if they come back in the stretch, I think this is the horse that will be finishing the best in the stretch, and that's who I like. Military Light. And the 11, another long shot in the race, is a Linstead Market. Richard Henry here claiming 3 kilos for David Powell. Last time out, 7 by 9.5 lengths to Design Diva. Before that was 7 by 10 lengths when prominent all the way to the furlong pole to Bushfire. His last good run, I would say, was back in the 26th of April, 5 furlong round this distance when trying to make all the running. Pulled away by 4 lengths at the furlong pole, but was caught by Social Mischief, having Military Light just behind in that event. And a reproduction of that would see Linstead Market once again running a brave race, but he's definitely coming in here to keep everyone busy on the headlines. So those are the horses I've selected in that race, but as I said, if I wanted to make a bet there, I'd probably bet on Military Light. The 5th race, Nature Bred 5 wheels and up, nuns of 4, and Imported 5 wheels and up, nuns of 3. A field of 11, they go 7 furlongs. Also, boiling this down to 5, they're going to be the 4, Natural Dancer, the 5, Princess Talise, the 8, Bernard the Quick, the 9, Here Comes Doc, and the 10, Wayne's Princess. Okay, the 4, Natural Dancer, Devon A. Thomas, riding here for Marlon Pusey. This was my gamble horse last time out when finishing 3rd by 5 lengths to Lion Charmer when he was getting 9-1. That was at 6 furlongs. Before that was a disappointing run, was 10 by 19 lengths to James. So last time out, showing that she's on the rebound, this Natural Dancer. 7 furlongs. She might prefer it a little shorter, but being a pace horse, and I think she possibly might be the lone speed of the event. If they allow this natural dancer to get to the lead and open up, could prove a very difficult horse to get back to. So definitely squeezing this natural dancer in here. The 5, Princess Talise. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Errol War. Last time out at this distance was third by 4 1/4 lengths to Final Load and Wayne's Princess, who's present. Tends to come with a late kick in the stretch. So the distance suits this Princess Talise. Is going to get pace in front of her. Getting that 3 kilo claim. Should be coming home strong, this Princess Talise. The 8. Interesting horse in the event for me. And I think a horse that's worth a wager is Bernard the Quick. Wesley Henry riding here for Errol Subrati. Now, this horse hasn't been running good races of late. Since the start of the season, 3 starts, disappointing in all 3 starts. Last good run, I would say, was back in November, when going 5.5 furlongs, when came from off the pace to finish 6 by 3 3/4 lengths to Noble Attitude. Last win was August of last year, going this distance, when making all the running to win by 11 lengths with Radish Roman in the saddle and beating Burning Valanche's My Hedge Fund. I think they're trying to reprogram this Bernard the Quick, and is looking good, trotting at the exercise and everything, and just the fact that Wesley Henry has taken back this ride, I'm thinking this Bernard the Quick could be a very dangerous horse and could possibly turn up. So be very careful in this race. Don't leave out this Bernard the Quick. The 9, Here Comes Doc. Ryan Lewis riding here for Gary Griffiths. 6 by 10 lengths on last to Lion Charmer. Before that was 4th by 7 lengths to Tiger Amidat at 7.5 furlongs. Useful sort. Tends to break very slow out of the box. Busy at the exercise and from a clean break. And with Ryan Lewis, who I think is going to be looking for a double when this race comes around, hopefully, because I think I'm going to take a chance and buy that double. This Here Comes Doc, once coming out cleanly, should fight this race out. And the 10, Wayne's Princess. Radish Roman here for Gary Griffiths. 3rd by a length and a half to Cosmic Force, last time over the straight. Before that, at 6 furlongs, came from off the pace to finish 4th by 6 3/4 lengths to Lion Charmer. So fit right now, busy at the exercise still. Radish Roman in the saddle, also one of those horses that comes from off the pace. So if the pace decides to slow up, I think Wayne's Princess will also be finishing fast. But as I said, I don't really want to stick out my neck in this race. This is a very tricky race. Natural Dancer could make all the running. Princess Talise has the potential to close. Bernard the Quick could just turn up and outclass these. Here Comes Doc from a clean break. Possibly might be the horse to beat. And Wayne's Princess, very fit right now with the champion jockey in the saddle and the dangerous trainer Gary Griffiths. So I think the winner comes from one of those 5. The 6th race, the Father's Day Special. Native bred 3-year-old maidens. Big field of 14. They go 5 furlongs straight. Boiling this down to 5 as well. This is going to be the 2, Native Flyer. The 6, Prima Suprema. The 11, Enthusiastic. The 12, Altogether. And the 14, Legal Flight. Okay, the 2, Native Flyer. Andrew Wright, riding here for Stephen Todd. Last time out 7 by 12 lengths. Disappointing run there against Prince Kazir. This was back in May. Before that was 6 by 6 lengths after running prominent to Bangarang. Has run some good races. Had a good second behind I'm Outstanding, with Alive finishing behind in that race. A reproduction of that run would see Native Flyer putting in a good run here at a good price. The 6, the horse I think I like in the race, is Prima Suprema. Well-bred filly, Charlton Riley riding here for Jason DaCosta. This horse was the big favorite to win on the 15th of March, but was injured and scratched. Still busy at the exercise, nothing flashy, but still active at the exercise. Morning line says 6-1. I think that's mainly because it's Charlton Riley, the veteran in the saddle. But just the main fact that this horse was highly fancied to win on debut before being scratched, I kind of like this horse in this event. The 11, Enthusiastic. Romain Gordon claiming 4 kilos here for Anthony Nunes. 2 starts to date over the 4 furlong straight on both occasions. Was 3rd on both occasions by 2.5 and 2 3/4 lengths respectively. First time beaten by Bangarang when trying to make all the running and caught. The next time out was right with the pace before being outkicked by Global Pursuit. So definitely looks to be of a lot of worth and could definitely fight it out this time around and get it right. The 12 altogether, Emilia McLean, claiming 4 kilos here for Ryan Darby. Last time out was disappointing. Finished 7 by 22 lengths to no apology after a good run back on the 4th of May at 6 furlongs when finishing second by 7 1/4 lengths to Queen Latifah. Having Woman in Love behind in that race. Woman in Love has returned to win. So off the strength of that, I think a good run is now expected from this all together. And the 14 is going to be Legal Flight. Eric Houghton here, claiming 4 kilos for Patrick Lynch. Interesting, the bred horse out of Buzz Nightmare by Saracini, by Coded Warning. Coded Warning mares generally throw some horses with some nice size, so interesting to see how this Legal Flight looks. And coming from the stable of Patrick Lynch, has some easy works coming to this event, but just the fact, the breeding of this horse makes me very curious, and the name, this Legal Flight, sign of catchy sounds like Legal Light, it has that little sound to it. So they named this horse because they possibly think it's a good horse. So squeezing him in here for the exotics. The 7th event, the feature event of the day, it's the Mark My Word Trophy, named after former Horse of the Year, Triple Crown winner, the big stayer, Mark My Word. 3 years and up, open allowance, field of 7. There you go, 9 furlongs and 25 yards. Let's just run through the field, then I give my selections. Okay, number 1 is Funcaadun, 126 pounds. Robert Halladine riding here for Jason DaCosta. Trying to shake the Mute Mile jinx. No horse that has won the Mute Mile has come back to win a race. So Funcaadun, this is his second start since the Mute Mile. Last time out in the Ian Levy Cup. Ran a good third by 6 lengths to top class Barnaby, who is the highest rated horse in the country at this time. Atomica was second there in a very fast run race, 1:43 and 4. Funcaadun finished in 1:45, pretty decent time there as well. Freshened up for this, and even from the head of the scales, he's the horse of the year, so definitely should fight this out. The 2 is Geolithic, 111 pounds. The Cardenas here for Peter John Passad. 5th by 24 lengths and last to Run Julie Run. That one is present today. Last time that was at 9:25. Before that at 9:25 was a winner when beating Perfect Brew, but facing top class horses stepping down in class, can't give this Geolithic a shot here. He'll find easier opportunities. The 3, Sheer Delight, Wesley Henry for Dalton Sir Drew. On the improve, American Colt Wellbred, son of Gervin. Last time out was a winner when making a big move, opening up 4 lengths and then hanging on from Rhythm Buzz, going 8 furlongs. And a big ride by Omar Walker there. Has Wesley Henry in the saddle this time around. Interesting to see how they're going to try their tactics, stepping up in class here. But he's on the improve, and I think should run a good race without actually winning. The 4, Run Julie Run. Ryan Lewis riding here for Ian Prasad. Ryan Lewis on some live rides. Last time out at 7.5 was 4th by 5 lengths to Commandant and Atomica. So the interesting thing with this Run Julie Run, she usually is a pace horse that goes in the pace, but I think the trainer is trying to reprogram her and seeing how she likes to come from off the pace, and I think it's working out. In the Jamaica Cup, when finishing second by a half a length to Atomica, she was coming from far off the pace. The last time out, if you rewatch that race, she was held off the pace, not really asked for much, and then just ridden in the stretch and was making gains to finish 4th by 5 lengths. So I think the tactics will be to sit off the pace this time around, which I think she's going to like. And just the fact that she's improving, I'm thinking that I'm liking this Run Julie Run. I think she's worth a wager in my book. The 5, the top filly in the country, the top mare in the country, Atomica, the 6-year-old mare, former Horse of the Year, champion older mare, champion stayer. Omar Walker has the ride once again for Gary Sobrati. Rode her on the 5th of April in the Ian Levy Cup when trying to steal it before being caught by the big horse Barnaby. She lost nothing in defeat there. Came back at 7.5 furlongs, stalking the pace this time, tried to make her run, but was outkicked by Commandant. So Atomica, in my opinion, looks like the horse that they're all going to have to beat, especially if they allow Atomica to get to the front and open up. This Atomica could prove a very elusive target. The 6, Mamma Mia, Abigail Abel claiming 3 kilos here for Jason DaCosta, so she's coming in extremely light. The Mamma Mia of old, has tested Funcaadun and Atomica on multiple occasions. A matter of fact, back on the 27th of July, at a mile in the Shiza Manita Trophy in Grade 1. When coming in extremely light, Mamma Mia went to the front and ran Atomica into the ground. And funcaadun came home flying to win easily by 6.5 lengths, and Mamma Mia ended up running second, beating Atomica by 2.5 lengths. She has not been the same horse since, because after that race, she was blown away by funcaadun and Atomica at 9.25. Then came off of a rest, got a win in overnight allowance, and is trying to rebuild herself now. Coming back, she's working with funcaadun at the exercise. To me, is the fastest horse in the race. I think she's going to shoot right to that lead and possibly be the rabbit here for funcaadun, what she usually does. But don't take this Mamma Mia lightly. She does have some back class, and if you allow Mamma Mia this weight to open up on them on the headlines in this kind of race where the pace is expected to be slow, she could prove a very, very tough horse in the stretch. So tread carefully in this race, especially with Mamma Mia on the headlines. The 7 Neostar, Richie Shakes claiming 3 kilos here for Anthony Nunes. Not enjoying this level at all. Does have some pace, but is going to have more pace to deal with. So even though working fairly well coming into the race, I think this Neostar will have easier opportunities when stepping back down to overnight allowance. So for me, I'm boiling this race down to just 4. They're going to be the 1 funcaadun, the 4 Run Julie Run, the 5 Atomica, and the 6 Mamma Mia. And I'm leaning towards Run Julie Run. She's at the stage of rapid improvement right now, and I think she's ready to take up the crown of top filly in the country. The 8th race, 4-year-old and up maiden, big field of 13, 4 furlong straight. Another tough race, boiling it down to 5. They're going to be the 3 Hickory Slim, the 5 Girlie the Butcher, the 7 Spraga, the 8 Alkebulan, and the 13 Lucky Papa. Okay, number 3 Hickory Slim. Dick Cardenas for Donovan Phillips. This is the younger full brother to Mahogany, but not as talented as Mahogany. Definitely has his issues. Only 4 starts to date. Last run was the 25th of May last year, when finishing 5th by 9 lengths to Supremacy. So has run with much better than these, but with his obvious ailments, no workouts at the exercise. They've now put on taken off the cheek pieces and gets first time Lasix, but just the presence of Dick Cardenas in the saddle and against a very weak bunch here, definitely giving Hickory Slim a shot in this event. The 5 Girlie the Butcher, DeBar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Arnold Rambali Jr. Last time out, prominent early before fading in the stretch to finish 6 by 16 lengths to Noble Monarch. Before that, also prominent before fading to finish 5th by 8 lengths to Hail the Queen. That race is a much better run race, the Hail the Queen race. He reproduces that run against these. Should see Girlie the Butcher having a say in the outcome. The visors are off, the blinkers are on. Is busy at the exercise, so have a good look at this Girlie the Butcher. The 7 Spraga, Romario Spencer claiming 3 kilos for Leroy Tomlinson. 3rd by 8 3/4 lengths, and last to Another Mission at 6 furlongs. Before that, over the 5 straight, was 4th by 6.5 lengths to Dark Matter. 2 consecutive seconds the previous races before that against Solace and Big Pop. Active at the exercise. The tongue tie is now on, the figure 8 on, so probably has breathing issues. So let's see if that helps the cause of this Spraga. The 8 Alkebulan, Radish Roman here for Errol Burke. 2 starts to date. A second by half a length to Bomb Night. No, 3 starts to date. Sorry about that. The first time he ran, he was beaten by 99 lengths. Second start on the 22nd of March was second by half a length when trying to make all the running. Most recent start at 5 furlongs straight, the 31st of May, was 3rd by 5 lengths, prominently throughout before being outclassed by Cherry Blossom, who went up into class to run another good race. So this Alkebulan, with the presence of Radish Roman in the saddle, definitely has a shot here. And the 13 Lucky Papa, Richard Henry claiming 3 kilos here for Lauren Curlew. Last time out was second by 4 3/4 lengths in that same race to Cherry Blossom. One of the most consistent horses of the race and one of the fitter horses of the race. Perfectly drawn on 13 at 13, and in my opinion, definitely should fight this out. I'm not going to stick my neck out on a limb here though, because this is a tricky race. Hickory Slim could be anything, and the other horses, although have their problems, do have a shot. So I think the winner comes from one of those 5. The ninth and final, 3-year-olds and up, optional claiming 500,000 to 400,000, and 6-year-olds and up, nouns of 3, a field of 12. They go 5 furlongs straight, and this is another tough race, so I'm boiling this down to 5. They're going to be the 4, Basilicus, the 7, Unruly Dude, the 8, Magical Mood, the 9, Spirit of Light, and the 10, Rosha the Warrior. Okay, the 4, Basilicus, Anthony Fraser, claiming 4 kilos for Alfred Brown. Returning off a 3-month break, left in good form, was 4th by 4 3/4 lengths last time out against Rusty, who's present today, but I have not picked. So with the freshening for this Basilicus, hacking at the exercise track, used to have some good pace early on in her career. Expecting a good run from Basilicus, coming in extremely light. The 7, Unruly Dude, Philip Parchment here for Stephen Todd. Last time out, 3rd of May, 500,000. Came from off the pace to finish second by 2.5 lengths to Lord of Ajalon. So, and that race was a funny race because Unruly Dude got to the lead early and then dropped back. Was taken off the pace by Radish Roman and was running on at the finish. So, funny run race there by Unruly Dude. They've now called for Stephen Todd has now called for Philip Parchment, the busting Philip Parchment. So let's see if that does the trick here for this Unruly Dude. The 8 is Magical Mood, Prince Holder for Byron Davis. Last time out was 4th by 4 lengths under Prince Holder to Emperors of the Cat. So stepping down in class now, this Magical Mood, who is a straight specialist. And let's see if Prince Holder can get it right with this Magical Mood down in class. The 9, Spirit of Light, O'Neill Mullins for Ron Crichton. Disappointed on last when getting 4-1. Finished 7 by 52 lengths at 7.5 furlongs against Titan Temple, and I realize. I think this horse is going to prefer the straight more. Last time over the straight was 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths to Emperor of the Cat at 700,000. So down to stepping a big step down to 500,000 now. They've now put on the tongue tie. Spirit of Light, 6-1 morning line. Should fight this out once is sound. And the 10, Rosha the Warrior. The Sneaky Fox Radish Roman here for Philip Elliott. Last time out at 700,000 was 5th by 11 lengths to Emperor of the Cat. Before that was 5th by 16 lengths to Sugar Daddy. Last win was the 23rd of March at 700,000 over the straight 5 course, beating Fearless Attack and Magical Mood. A reproduction of that performance here. We'll see Rosha the Warrior definitely fighting it out. My only question sign is they have removed the tongue tie. I don't know why, but the presence of Radish Roman telling me that this Rosha Warrior should put in a big run. But as I said, I think the winner comes from one of those 5, and it's a very competitive race. Okay, guys, have a happy Father's Day. I hope you all have some luck. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Always leave a comment, and as always, stay safe.